Okay, so a lot of people were saying in my comment section when I talked about the whole Priscilla Rainey lawsuit, that basically she did it for the money. She's a gold digging hoe. Just a bunch of clown shit, misjudging one of my favorite models. And it really, really pissed me off because I'm like, come on now. How in the world could they say these things about this lady? They're slandering her name. She sued the game for $10 million, was awarded $7 million. He has to appeal it now because not to be all up in his pockets, but I highly doubt that the game can just deal with missing $7 million. I doubt that he can handle that. I don't know how rich he is. He might be worth 20 or 30 million, but shit, that's a grip. Unless you have $150 million, $7 million is a shit ton of money. Hell, if you have $100 million, $7 million is a lot of money. Hell, that's 7% of what you have, But anyways, so the beautiful Priscilla Rainey spoke to the beautiful people at the Jasmine brand. Man, that chick Jasmine, she's another fine red bone. But anyways, it's none of y'all business. But anyways, so they posted a story titled "Exclusive." Now, for the record, shout out to Jasmine brand because they're a real blog, unlike Meat Magazine, who's just a fuckboy with a microphone. He's just an asshole with a microphone. He's not really a real blogger. He's just some opinionated asshole. But anyway, the Jasmine brand posted a story titled "Exclusive." Meat Magazine never gets exclusives right away because he's not. And plus, they have the power to speak to Priscilla Rainey. If I hit up Priscilla Rainey to go interview her or whatever, she'd be like, "Who the fuck are you?" But anyways, just because I'm not known doesn't mean I'll be unknown next year. Okay, give it a year. Okay. The Jasmine brand posted a story titled "Exclusive. The game's alleged sexual assault victim speaks out. This was never about money." Which, for the record, from the beginning, I remember her saying, in interviews that it wasn't about that. So shout out to Priscilla Rainey. The story is titled "The Game's Alleged Sexual Assault Victim Speaks Out." The JasmineBrand.com exclusively reports Priscilla Rainey, the woman who sued the game for sexual assault, is speaking out in an exclusive statement. She tells us, quote, "This case was never about money. This was always about standing up for not only my rights, but also the rights of women who have been similarly victimized." Excuse the fapping. I mean clapping. I swear I was clapping. I was just clapping. Okay. "This case was never about money. This was always about standing up for not only my rights, but also the rights of women who have been similarly victimized. My life has been impacted tremendously by relentless negativity, solely because I chose not to remain silent. I am hopeful that this result can empower other women to also come forward and stand up for themselves." Priscilla Rainey, I believed you the whole time. Now, I'm not saying that the game is guilty at all for legal reasons. I'm not saying that anybody's guilty. I'm not even saying that she was telling the truth for legal reasons. I'm just saying that I always personally believed her. I'm not accusing anybody of anything. Ooh, I'm about to ruin this name. Farmer Jaffe partner Brad Edwards. I know I read that incorrect, but anyway, who represented Rainey at trial, adds, quote, "This case involved a controversial subject matter further complicated by the volume of rumors spread through social media. I believe that the most difficult cases should be decided by juries, and as a trial lawyer, I take great pride in presenting those types of cases. Our judicial system provides the only opportunity for the people of the community to decisively resolve disputes and to be the people's voice on the most important societal issues. 10 citizens of Illinois reviewed all of the evidence to unanimously arrive at the result they determined was fair and just. Priscilla Rainey just wanted her life back, and hopefully this is a step in that direction." Damn. Anyway, the Jasmine brand goes on to say, the JasmineBrand.com broke the story. A judge ruled in favor of Priscilla, who claimed that she was sexually assaulted by the rapper while shooting his reality show in 2015. There are conflicting reports as to how much the game may have to pay. One report suggests close to $7 million. We're told that the game will appeal. If I'm not mistaken, for the record, that was the end of the story. But if I'm not mistaken, what TMZ said was that she wants 17.13 million. Oh, shit, excuse me. Look at me about to add a new number. Excuse me. I messed up. Not as bad as the game with him fucking up losing this case. But I messed up. 7.13 million. This dumb ninja was running around social media calling her Joanna Man. He was like, this is a man and she was arrested for prostitution and blah blah blah. She was sucking wee wee and tucking wee wee and blah blah blah. Ninja, please pay the $7 million and move the fuck on. He said, my lawyers are gonna eat this case like a box of Minion Twinkies on sale at Walmart. Ninja, please. Oh, he sounded sick when he was talking all that shit. Well, if you're sick, brother, you need to cough up that $7 million while you're over there being sick with it, motherfucker. My girl Priscilla Rainey is gonna need that $7 million. She gonna need it in ones. She might have to go to the club to celebrate. Make it rain on some bitches. $7 million. That's that Beyonce money, bitch. Damn. I can see her right now looking fly in her red Porsche. No, her Ferrari, excuse me. Her hair blowing in the wind. This lame ninja, the game said he flushed her closure piece down the toilet at Waffle House. Dude, what type of man posts some bullshit like that on the internet talking about she's a Joanna Man? That's a man. I flush her closure piece down the toilet at the Waffle House. So I was like, really, game? Really lame? The lame? This ninja's whack. Anyways, man, shout out to Priscilla. I'm glad that you were awarded $7 million. I hope you get as much of that money as possible. This motherfucker, the game, is stupid. Now, this is what happens when you're almost 40 years old and a gang member. He's one of those blood guys. I guess he's a dried up blood. He's a maroon blood because he's almost 40. He should be in the blood retirement home. You know his hands hurt from throwing up them bees. NWA ninjas with arthritis. When you reach 40 and you're in a gang, everybody's a crip. Cripple, you know damn well them fingers can't move. Fuck around, throw up that bee or that C, your hands get stuck like that. You better stop fucking playing. But that's none of my business. This is what the streets teach you to do. He ran around running his mouth on the internet. She's a man. She's a ninja. Da 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 da. Joanna Man. I flushed her weave. Close her down the toilet. And I don't like your wigs, bitch. Blah 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 blah. Running his mouth. Then she already had a $10 million suit against him. Won 7 of it. Who the fuck sues for $10 million and gets 7? That's how you. Oh man. He should have shut the fuck up. And I was making videos at the time. I was like, game, shut the fuck up, please. Look at him now. But anyway, that's what the streets teach you. But you bitches and hoes like dudes like that. That's your idea of masculinity. That's your idea of a man. You talk shit about me blogging, but yet this motherfucker could talk about flushing closure pieces down the toilet, and that's masculinity to you. A guy who couldn't shut his mouth. When you join one of those groups, they teach you to shut up. Any of those secret societies, the gangs, Masons, fraternities, sorority, they tell you shut the fuck up. Just like it's advised when you speak to the police, plead the 5th Amendment, shut the fuck up. Anytime anything you're doing has to do with law, including any sort of illegal activity, you need to learn to shut the fuck up. You gotta staple your lips. Game went and ran his mouth. I think that's possibly the reason why she was awarded $7 million. Even though she said it wasn't about the money from the beginning, and I believe her. I always believed everything that she was saying about it. I'm not calling him guilty. I'm not calling her innocent. I'm not saying that she was telling the truth for legal reasons. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that I personally always believed her. Not accusing anyone of anything. But anyways, Priscilla, God is on your side. I'm glad that you won. I wish you would have won more. But this is all my opinion. Do you heifers really think that she just sued him for money? You think that she was awarded $7 million for no reason? I think this case needs to be looked into. I'm going to have to go get those documents and have to make a video about that, because a lot of women are defending the game and saying that she was just basically abusing the judicial system, in that, you know, she was just trying to get money out of him. Really? You think she was awarded $7 million for no reason? Are you really that stupid? You think that This is just all hearsay. There was no evidence presented. You think that she just went into court and said, this motherfucker touched me, give me 10 million. They said, well, hey, we'll give you 7 because you're fine. You really think that's how the game works? But anyways, stupid motherfuckers, let me know what you think about it all below. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channels. Visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com for more. Follow me on Twitter at Meat Magazine, Meat Magazine 7 on Google+, Meat Magazine blog on Instagram. Shout out to all the bitches and hoes having kids with street dudes. Motherfuckers like the game who can't keep their mouth shut when there's a $10 million court case going on. You know? What is he going to teach your son? What is he going to teach your daughters? He couldn't even keep his mouth shut while being sued for 10 million. Now he lost 7 million. That's being a man to you? If I was getting sued for 10 million, I wouldn't turn my fucking microphone on. You wouldn't see me on social media. I'd fucking disappear. I would shut up. I wouldn't even tell you I'm going to let my lawyers handle it. I would just let them do it. Because what can you do? If you're not a lawyer, whatever you're saying could be used against you. It could be presented as evidence. But you bitches and hoes think that that's cute. No lady, no decent woman thinks any of this is cute at all. And it's not a fucking game. Sexual assault is not a game. But shout out to all you bitches and hoes that are on the game side, though. It's one thing if you're like, well, I don't really know. I didn't really see the evidence. It's one thing if you were neutral. But a lot of you bitches and hoes were defending this man. Fuck you. And yeah, this is coming from Mr. Male Rights. Mr. I'm always talking about misandry or misogyny against men. But in this particular case, you bitches and hoes really disgusted me. Your fucking thug fetish just went really too far. You went slander this beautiful woman's name, claiming that she abused the judicial system. No, you abused the damn First Amendment, your freedom of speech. When you sat up there and said that she was guilty and he was innocent. Like I said, man, it's one thing if you stay neutral. But you heifers really, you know what? I gotta go. Because I'm starting to get heated over here. I'm gonna fuck around and faint from all this heat. I'm fanning myself like an old hoe in church. Not just a hoe in church. I'm fanning myself like an old hoe with a damn church, like an old church lady hoe with the hat on and all that. You know, anyways, man, Meat Magazine.